Yellow car pulls up, roll the window down, say, "Hey, you doing some service? How much?" She say, $50. He pulls out $100 bill. She gets inside the car. She's never seen again. Stick around for this story.
Little baby, she on go, 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 go. And she know she the go, 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 go. Baby got the throw. And she be with her friends, but she just can't leave me alone. Little baby, she on damn, like damn. I'm on her body all night. She know she bad, she shaking ass. Try to get cold like ice. Like ice on my neck, she be attractive.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Montez Wheeler, the YouTuber here, back with another video. Y'all see that thumbs up down there with that like? It says like under it. Hit that for me one time, man. Leave a like. And if you want to, write a message down there, leave a comment and shit. Y'all see those red letters that say subscribe? I want y'all to subscribe to the channel if y'all new to the video, man. I hit y'all with another story time. So yeah, man, this story today is the prostitute killer, right? So we got a prostitute killer on the loose, right? So one night, this girl named Rashida didn't come home because the grandma, she lived with her mom. So the kids came in hungry and was waking up saying they was hungry, and she was wondering why they haven't been fed yet, and she thought that her daughter was home, and her daughter's Rashida. So she gets up, and Rashida's still not there. So this will go on for about 3 more days, and it became very suspicious. Rashida's friends was calling. Rashida's family was wondering why she wasn't. First of all, she didn't even come and check on her kids. That was very weird. So you got Rashida's family and friends went into the police office and filed a missing persons report. And what had happened was Rashida was living a double life. They didn't know that she was really a street worker. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody know because she was doing it on the low or whatever. So boom. So they put out a 48-hour watch or whatever. She still didn't show up. So next thing you know, on the news, you got this news bulletin going around saying there's a serial killer on the loose. You know, the women are coming up missing in the area. And people was always saying that they felt, you know what I'm saying, that women was coming up missing because the police wasn't seeing no more street workers on the streets no more. So what had happened was Rashida never showed up. So what ended up happening was it went on about 2-3 months. She never showed up. Then one day the police got a call from a foul smell coming from this burrow in the woods. So they like, dang, what could be in this burrow? I'm talking about like it smelled putrid. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, they see a lot of tape around the burrow with some red stains on it. And they wind up, police ended up coming out with the FBI, and they did an investigation on the burrow. For some reason, they couldn't open it, so they ended up taking the burrow to the forensics place, and they wound up opening up the burrow, and there was a female. Now they had seen the female had a green heart tattoo on her shoulder. And they had told Rashida's mom and friends that we had located a body. I don't want you to get scared, but does she have, can you explain some tattoos? Does she have any tattoos? And Rashida's mom is like, yeah. She said that she got a green heart on her arm, on her shoulder. Next thing you know, right after that, they wind up identifying that that was Rashida. Now, the family couldn't believe it because she was a working woman and she was working, but you know, she always complained about her job wasn't enough, and you know, plus she was a single mom too, so she was by herself doing everything. And I guess the little you know, street work money, you know, was getting her some money. So unfortunately, y'all, basically Rashida was living a double life as a street worker. Now they had wondered, you know, who would want to kill her or whatever. But then they ended up realizing that serial killer was on the loose. And people always say that they see this yellow car every time, like, because a couple of the other street workers came into the FBI office, to the police station, was saying that a couple of her friends have went missing. Because she even admitted that she was a street worker too. She said every time one of my friends get in this yellow car, we don't see them no more. And then at this time, they was finding bodies around the area. This is in Detroit, Michigan. At this time. So, one night, on a rainy night, you got this yellow car riding down the street in Detroit, Michigan, right? Rainy night too. And you got this woman walking down the street in some high heels, right? And she walking down the street in high heels. But the yellow car pull up, beep the horn, she walked to the car. First mistake, she got in the car because it was raining. She didn't want to be on the rain. So she just got right in the car. First mistake. She got in the car, he locked all the doors. She was like, what's going on? He like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, be careful, whatever. How much you charge? She like $50. So they ride somewhere to this little, on this little highway, on this little cut area where you can cut off the highway and go with these trees. After he ended up doing something with her, basically he had wound up strangling her. He strangled her, he killed her, then he tie her body up, take it to this burrow, put it inside the burrow and tape it up. And they ended up finding the burrow some days later. And it was another body. And then they found another streetwalker dead behind some garbage can. So at this time, bodies was piling up. They didn't know who it was. They kept hearing this name, Carl. C-A-R-L, y'all, Carl Thomas. So they like, we'll look into it. So this girl was walking down the street one night. She wound up hanging out with this guy. He pull up in a yellow car. He say, my name Carl. Hey, how you doing? You look really good. You need a ride somewhere? She like, yeah, I need a ride about a mile up the street. I'm going to this club. So they wind up going to the club. Turns out he ended up being cool with her. He was just manipulating her the whole time. What ended up happening is Carl, he basically ended up getting a little bit too buzzed up that night. He started admitting to him, he started admitting, basically when they left the club and they got back in the car, he was like, you want to come to my place, hang out? She like, yeah. So then he started, by this time a lot of, drinks had kicked in. He was really buzzed, you know what I'm saying? So he started admitting that, I like to choke women and da-da-da-da. She found it kind of odd, but then he started putting his hands around her throat, playing around, but then he actually started trying to strangle her. She ended up getting away. She ended up getting out the car. I guess she forgot to lock the doors this time. And she ended up running to the police station and said, this guy just tried to strangle me. He said that he was going around killing women. Blah, blah, blah. So they say, what's his name? She said, I remember he told me his name was Carl Thomas. You would think somebody doing that would give a fake name. He gave her the real name, though. The police said, yeah, we've been looking for this dude. He been killing women all around town. You lucky you got away because you almost could have became a victim. She was like, yeah, he tried to strangle me or whatever. First, he was acting like it was a joke, but it wasn't. He was really trying to strangle me. And she said, do you know where this guy went? She said he just drove off. I don't know where he went, so they used him. So they ended up just riding around the town in the area where she was where she said the attack happened at. So they just went out on the strip. The two officers like, let's just go ride around and see what's going on. So while they riding around, they don't know where this dude is. They don't know who he is. But they just know this name Carl Thomas. So they riding around, they see this yellow car riding around with the tail light off. So they wound up stopping the car. When they asked for the license, on the license, guess who it was, y'all? Carl Thomas. Black bald head dude. He looked like he was on something, man. He had like 1 million beers that night. So they took him into the station and started asking him some questions like, what was you out doing tonight a few hours ago? And he said, oh no, I was just at this club. Who was you at the club with? He said, I was with this white girl. And this girl that just now got attacked was black. So they knew he was lying. And he said, so we go to the club, we're gonna run the footage and we're gonna see you with that girl. Like, yeah, man, why was problem? He said, cuz a woman just came in the station saying she was just assaulted by somebody that she was at the club with. And then she gave us a name that matched your ID. So basically, he ended up asking him about a couple women that was going up missing, and he was just, I don't know. They could just tell something was off about him. So they end up looking at his clothes. They said, "Can we take off your shoe? Let me see the bottom of your shoe." So they wind up looking at the bottom of the shoe. They see blood, like it was something red. But it's funny because if it was on the bottom of your shoe, it would have came off. This was stained, like it was stained in his shoe. They said, "Can we take your shoe real quick? We'll be right back." So they end up matching some of the blood to a couple of the bodies that came up missing. So they telling them, "Hey, something ain't right." And by this time, they had already kept him in for questioning overnight. This is the next morning when they bring him back to the interrogation room. They asked him all this stuff. They saying, "Yeah, overnight when we arrested you last night, we did forensics, and it came back to this woman that died, this woman that got strangled, this one." So he wound up just giving up all the verdicts. He said he killed like 63 women. So yeah, that was a story of a serial killer that's going around killing streetwalkers basically, and he basically ended up getting caught. He admitted to all his murders. So yeah, man, I want y'all to like this video. Hope y'all like this story time. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the like button, and please share this on all y'all social websites. Try to get the boy, a little bit of, a fan base if y'all could, man. I love y'all, man. Hope y'all have a good day. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned in. And I'm going to hit y'all with another video soon, man. Have a good night.